Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Browns going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. This defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll throw here. Kaiser.
Come on.
The contact made the ball roll free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, what a move.
I just went 3 and out my opening possession.
All in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
You're just getting burnt.
Maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football
driving on
and get
me
the quarterback
in
a
this
really
first
nice
drive.
target.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go. Try 38.
Watson now operating from the gun. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jay Prosh, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp.
Flex round. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's face it, if you love football, you love the contact we just saw there. He really lowered the boom on him, but how about him holding on to the football? I can tell he's an ex-DB. That's discouraging to you to have that type of a hit, yet he still holds on to the ball and gets a first down.
On those crossing routes, though, as a receiver, you always know that's a possibility.
It has to be in the back of your mind, but it can't be primary. And for him, that was a clear example.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throwing on third down, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. So possession one ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And he fields it cleanly. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Hey, 97 speed at running back is looking good right now.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards.
He should have tackled me for a loss, but I angled to the outside and juked one guy, and that was Ghost.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Be like that
Offense
sometimes.
comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand,
Again, it's Miller. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Right there. All day, baby.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Black round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
A handoff running left is Miller. And he'll be brought
Come
down
on,
shy of
why'd
the
you move
40
him
to the
forward?
38-yard line.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now a handoff to Miller. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, DeAndre Hopkins just got hurt. He ain't able to return to this game. Upper arm fracture.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back and forth.
I think he was running to the left, and I was controlling Myles Garrett, and DeAndre came back to block me, and I hip stick the shit out of him.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
Give me that. Let's go. Oh, we're taking this to the house.
He's picked off at his own
You ain't catching me.
47. And he'll score.
Pick 6.
Browns.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on those plays.
That was a crucial drop. Who was that just dropped that ball, Nick?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go. What? 90.
Here's a give to Miller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Here's Watson, option left. And he
Ooh,
gets
that
it
was a
down
nice
to
option.
32. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick.
Ooh.
Able to do that, got it above the defense. And
Yo, that hit stick was crucial.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go.
Second down, Kaiser. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards.
Tyreek Hill is too fast.
To their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take
I
that out,
gotta
make it illegal,
think
because that is so hard
think
to
to lead
recognize.
if I
and
could
so
sign
hard
this
to
man,
adjust
though.
Because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Come on, let's go. Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down.
shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got Miller. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down following the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ohio, flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
From the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is knocked down from the side near the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That's not bad.
They'll run with Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Nice. Well, Denver's up. Denver's up right now in his game versus Detroit.
We're back to
35 to 19. I mean 31 to 19.
Pistol look, it's Miller. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Let's go. White, nothing.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Oh, he dropped the
He had his
pick.
hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there.
got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because
how do you drop that ball?
It translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could
What'd
have
you
run
say?
it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air.
Yeah.
And they run successful.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession
had
will
to pump
switch
when
hands.
I got laid out on
10.
3rd down and dropped
And
the
now
ball.
out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking
Come on,
about
defense,
jump-starting
we need
your
to stop
team,
because he gets the
right?
ball
You
after
just mentioned
halftime.
they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come
you
back
dropped
in the
the
second
easy
half.
pick. That's 2
Managing
easy
risk
picks
is
back
a
to
big
back.
decision
Come on,
here.
fellas.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Could have been a pick 6 and Sanu dropped the easy pick.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight end. You got 4. Come on,
Now Watson to throw again. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout
All right,
here.
bro.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Man left. 4 down. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, boys, got 4 down. Let's go. What? 9.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much? And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go.
Watson on first down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right now.
Rookie just got his first sack,
Ivory. A young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
To throw on second is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Sack.
First down, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Counter, it's Miller, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In the red zone this time. Second down, here's Watson. And this is going to be
Sanu just dropped a second pick six.
Loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Do it. Ohio.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Kaiser now on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Watson on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Tight left, tight left. Hey, guys, check me out. Come on, let's go! Brad 38!
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Four down. Let's go! What? Nothing!
Watson now to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Ohio. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Operating from the gun. Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, 33 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll let the power game take over with Prosh. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans cut into that lead. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Come on, let's go.
this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Nah, I didn't put myself on mute. You just mad low. Yeah,
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Tough matchup against what's his first.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. They're going deep for Hill.
Ooh,
so the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Here we go. Ohio.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Kaiser, he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This will be caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kaiser. It's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I almost threw 2 back-to-back
precise
picks.
with your throws,
I've
especially
dropped
in
3
this
picks and he's
situation. You're
dropped 2.
inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw is Watson.
Oh
And the
my
tip
God,
there
this is a
altered the ball
drop pick
flight, and
game.
it falls in
I've dropped
complete.
4
It'll be
picks, he's
second
dropped 2
down.
easy picks. I've dropped 4 easy
Well, we're not
picks.
playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's 42-23 versus me and the Texans right now. 42-23.
Now it's Watson.
And you drop another pick. I am done.
I guess the
Yo,
good news for them now,
what the hell did Talib feed Sanu? He has dropped 3 easy picks this game.
They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
I played the Texans in our league earlier today. Maybe that's why you're confused. But come on, Sanu, man. He's going for it on 4th and inches on his side, but it's 4th quarter, so I can understand that.
What do you think advantage would be?
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Right side caught Fedorowicz. 4th down,
that is
in the
true.
4th
We
quarter.
did it
They
very
felt
late.
compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play
I guess we
sheet,
shouldn't
and what I would
come today.
find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
Tomorrow's
That's exactly
24.
what they got done.
Thursday is tomorrow's Thursday. Thursday would be tomorrow's Thursday. Fuck. Tomorrow's 24. Friday will be 48, and then Saturday. So Friday is the deadline to schedule your game, and then Saturday is a rain.
Now
I
Watson
hate that you've been
on
beating me
1st
with
down.
damn running back.
Looking
And Sanu
left
just
side,
got
he's
burnt.
got him
I'm
in.
done.
That's Fuller.
Sanu just got burnt by Will
For a
Fuller.
Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 67 yards.
This is about to be a high scoring game. So far, we're kicking 72 total
As a
points.
fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a
number
knee, and
19
that's
on
the
your team, Logan? That
25-yard
dude is
line.
slow as hell.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession, and they're hoping to
Dude,
redo their
running
efforts in the
slow
last
as a
drive when they
turtle.
got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things
Ricky.
there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down
This is a
carry, so it's
12-point
2nd and
game.
9.
For real, like you was ahead by like at least 17 yards, not even
2nd
15,
down following the
and
run.
you got chased down.
I don't know what that was, man. I didn't do shit. Let's go! I didn't even take control of the player.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser.
Oh, I'm gone. They're not catching me.
Right,
I'm
and that's
ghost.
complete. And he's
Yo,
got daylight.
having
It's
Dante
a
Hall
full race.
and Tyreek
And he'll
Hill
take it
on
into
the other
end
side is
zone for a
ridiculous.
Browns touchdown.
I named Trebekio, George
Already
Trebedio, I named it to
second
Dante Hall.
touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add
And
6
having
to their
him
lead.
and Hill on opposite sides is crazy. Because the moment I see one safety
And that one
of the
makes this
middle, I
a
don't care. I
19-point
streak
game.
both of them. And one of them is getting open.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
I'm a rookie running back with 97 speed. I'm like, that's like he broke one tackle and there was no one else catching me.
And now out comes Houston.
Like
And last time the
I
formula
juked
was
J.J.
pretty
Watt,
simple.
and then the
One
freaking
play
outside
drive,
was
long
wide
pass that.
open.
Maybe they
I
just want to
outran
do
his
that
corner
again,
and
right?
his
And that's
linebackers.
exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on
I
your
was telling
grease
Talib,
board,
I'm like, I'm
grading
gonna
a
reach
playbook,
on this guy and
one-play
pick up my
drive's
second
exactly what
overall,
you
my
want
second
on
round
offense.
pick,
What
because
they have to be careful
he has the
of is
fastest
not
time in
having
the
a
40,
letdown. It was fairly
and he's
easy
young.
last time.
I was like, he's
They
gonna
can't
be a
expect
beast.
that
I'm
going
gonna trade
forward.
And
Luke
we'll
Johnson.
see if it's that easy here.
But I didn't think he was gonna.
Daddy redid their shit, eh?
Oh, they redid it? I haven't been on since yesterday.
Yeah, if you look at the game summaries, actually
Here's Watson throwing on first down. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up
19,
quite
so if I
that
get the
well.
ball back,
That
I
one
can
goes
still score.
incomplete.
You heard defense, so can y'all get a pick for me, please? So I can run it in with my rookie.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Here we go.
Throwing again is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. You cannot write these guys off just
Jesus,
yet.
he is abusing the shit out of
You
him.
mean it actually crossed your mind?
He is killing my
with him
secondary.
running the
Will
team that
Fuller.
you could
Will Fuller
actually
has
maybe write this
140
game
yards.
off?
140
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Yeah, it's all in Sanu's ass, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking here for Smith down.
Give me that. Why would you throw it when you see me use her in Jabril? Peppers does not play that. Picked up by Peppers.
All the way up to the 45-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receiver.
Yeah, see, now he's playing me 10 yards off the line because I burned him twice.
Running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop
Oh,
the 2-minute
I
warning.
got stuck
And
behind
again,
my
the run
guy. Oh
defense
my
stout
God, I
this
would have had
time.
it.
He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Kaiser to throw it. Going down the middle.
The rookie got his first
Yeah,
catch.
he goes down, but not before getting
That's
this
me.
inside
I'm
the
going to
25.
run the clock out.
A very
He just got
nice
his first
pickup
down
of
with a minute
33
46
yards.
left.
So after that big gain,
I'm
let's see
on
what
his
else the
sideline.
offense has up its sleeve. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
They let him circle him
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
I could have scored right now on the run if I ran to the outside because I broke a run up the middle. And then instead of running to the outside and running up until I score a touchdown, I just ran into his safety. And so he could tackle me at the 7-yard line. So I could just quarterback me in it out.
We'll see if they want to use him here as the kneel down comes.
I mean, it was only a 19-point game. So if I would have scored, I would have still been within the score limit. But no need to rub it in from already. The game is going to be over.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cleveland, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Yeah, give me a second.